Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on a new video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Nice, short, sweet one today. Well, we're a few days away from the beginning of the Premier League season. Football is officially back with the EFL kicking off over the weekend. And as of recording, we're about 10 minutes away from the UEFA Super Cup between Chelsea and Villarreal. But big news, obviously, in football. It's the news that everyone knew was going to happen. Lionel Messi has signed for PSG, and Financial Fair Play are walking around with their hands over their eyes going, I see nothing wrong here. Now look, the way people will say, but they haven't spent any money. They've spent 60 million euros on Hakimi, but at the end of the day, you're paying the wages of Messi and Wijnaldum, Ramos and Donnarumma. You know, I mean, look, this is the best time now for PSG to win everything. And I don't just mean one trophy here and one trophy there. They need to win every single competition they are in. They have to win the French League. They have to win the... They've already won the French Super Cup, I believe. They've got the French Cup. I believe that's still a thing. I know there was two in France and now there's only one. And then they've got the Champions League. If PSG do not win the Champions League this year, then the whole club is just branded a flop. You know, with Poch at the helm as manager, you've got Mbappe, you've got Neymar, you've got Di Maria, and now you've got Messi, you've got Verratti, you've got Wijnaldum. You have got a team that should be winning everything. And I will not put money on the fact that PSG will win anything this year. They should be winning it, simple as that. But look, we'll have to wait and see and stuff like that. You know, it was depressing enough seeing the Messi murals and everything taken down outside the new camp and everything. That's shocking. It's upsetting as well, being a Barca fan and stuff like that. But, you know, you learn to live and forget and stuff like that. I mean, I've spoken about it. The club needs to just get rid of a lot of players and stuff like that that just don't need to be there. Focus on the youth and just proceed with that. In other transfer news, we've got Romelu Lukaku. I was calling Roberto Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku has officially landed in London to complete his medical ahead of a return to Chelsea for a fee believed to be £97.5 million. It would make him the second most expensive player in Premier League history, obviously behind Jack Grealish, who was confirmed last week. I don't know if this is a good move for Romelu. I really don't. You know, he's had, 1-2 seasons in Italy now. I mean, yes, he won the Italian league last season. Is it the right time for him to leave? Probably not. Is he going back to a club where, yes, he was disrespected and he was never given his fair share, but does he have a point to prove? Absolutely. What that does with Chelsea, you know, who knows, because he'll be your starting forward. You'll have Havertz playing one side and you'll have probably Pulisic playing, Werner playing on the other side. Where does that leave Pulisic, Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Musonda, all these players? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But the problem with Inter, I think I spoke about this in a previous video, Inter are in such bad shape at the moment that they are literally just trying to get rid of players. Now they are buying someone to replace Lukaku, and that is Edin Dzeko. That has apparently all been confirmed and stuff like that. It's just a matter of days now before he gets announced. And there's still the undergoing talks with Lautaro Martinez and Tottenham Hotspur. Now, whether I believe all this or not, I'm still not entirely sure until we see, you know, his agent apparently has said he's going to remain an Inter player. Apparently he's keen on the move. You know, it's difficult to see right here, right now, what's going to happen with Martinez. I mean, don't get me wrong, the transfer window doesn't close for another 20 days. We've still got 3 weeks of this crap. So who knows what's going to happen. If it does happen, you know, as a Tottenham fan, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. But we'll have to wait and see and stuff like that. My team and stuff, obviously, we just signed Cuti Romero from Atalanta. Brilliant signing for us. Definitely needed a centre-half with Toby leaving. I'm just hoping it doesn't turn out like Davinson Sanchez did. I should imagine he'll get a lot of game time and stuff like that to impress. It's brilliant for him. You know, they're still talking a few players and stuff. I mean, Brian Hill came from Spain, landed in today, did all his medical tests and stuff like that after finishing runners-up in the Olympics. So there's still talk on Tomiyasu, like I said, Martinez. There's still talk with a few players and stuff like that. So for me as a Tottenham fan, it's nerve-wracking as all hell, but it's still exciting times and stuff like that. We've let go of a young lad who apart from his injuries and everything, had a bright future and still has a bright future, and that's Dennis Sirkin. He has moved to Sunderland on a permanent transfer. It does suck because if it wasn't for injuries last season, he would have been pushing Davis to be the backup to Reguilon. But after pre-season, he didn't feature once, really. He only featured for the under-23s. With Sessegnon coming back into the team, you had a Mole and you had Cisse coming in as youth prospects. He was well down the pecking order. So I'm praying he does get the game time at Sunderland. I've spoken to a Sunderland fan today. He's really excited by him. And I have said that if Sunderland do get promoted this season, I will be buying a Sirkin shirt. Simple as that. Where else do we go with football? Aaron Ramsdale still linked with Arsenal. Arsenal, at the moment, are not in a brilliant position. They've signed a centre-half who they probably didn't need in Ben White. They signed a new centre midfielder in Lokonga, but haven't got rid of Granit Xhaka. They have put an enormous amount of pressure on Emile Smith-Rowe, no matter how good this kid's going to be in the future, giving him the number 10 shirt so early on and a new contract. I hope he does well with it, but I think there's a lot of pressure on him. They've sold Joe Willock, or they will be selling Joe Willock to Newcastle. I think I've spoken to a lot of Arsenal fans. That is one of the worst decisions of this transfer window from an Arsenal point of view. He really would have walked into that Arsenal team, in my personal opinion, and all of my mates' opinions are that he would have just walked straight in. And they've still not got a striker either. At the moment, they're just relying on Nketiah and Lacazette. Obviously, Nketiah has been linked with Brighton. Lacazette is still sort of linked with a move back home to France. But it's clear to me, I didn't watch the game, I've watched the highlights and stuff like that, but obviously losing the North London derby, I know it was a friendly and all that, doesn't really matter. You still lost the North London derby, both teams played strong teams. That's obviously going to hit Arsenal a lot, and it definitely opened up a lot of worries for Arsenal fans. Where do Arsenal fans see themselves this season and stuff like that? Not a lot of Arsenal fans. You've not got Europe this season, but will that help you in everything else? Realistically, it should do. But the fact that you haven't really addressed the elephants in the room in regards to your transfers, I don't see a lot for Arsenal. If they do get European football, I think it could be Conference League at the best. And I'm not saying that to be bitter. I generally look at this Arsenal team and I think, at one point last season they were 15th. I don't think it'll get that bad. But I don't see Arsenal doing a lot this season and stuff like that. Like I said, if they do get European football, it will be Conference League. I can't see them winning a trophy and stuff like that. And the fan base will turn in around about early November and stuff like that as well. So it's all good news happening there and stuff like that. I say European Super Cup tonight, Chelsea, Villarreal. Both teams put out pretty strong teams. I'm not really going to do a prediction on it because, I might watch the game, it might be on in the background, I don't know. I'm not really too fussed about this and stuff like that. But, first real taste of European football. The Rangers last night went out in the Champions League qualifiers a few days after Celtic lost as well. Where do Rangers go now with that? I've heard a lot. There was a Rangers fan on TalkSport, not that I ever want to listen to this stupid radio station. A Rangers fan was saying that Steven Gerrard should be sacked because although he won a trophy in the pandemic, he brings the fans back and immediately they get knocked out. That is pathetic behaviour and stuff like that. If you do believe that, as if you're any fan, you can find your way to the nearest exit and never come back. You've got to give him time. He legit won you your first, technically in the real world and stuff like that, it's their first championship. In retrospective history and stuff like that, it's obviously their 55th or 56th. I can't remember what one it was. But look, you've got to give Gerrard time and stuff like that. He will come good. Rangers will still win the league this year. End of story and stuff like that. I'm going to leave it there and stuff like that. Nice short, sweet video and stuff like that in regards to the football. Probably do maybe 1-2 more for Saturday and stuff like that. Who knows? Tomorrow is the launch of Season 5 for Black Ops, so I will be doing a review on the maps. I'll do a review on the whole Battle Pass as a whole and stuff like that. And then, we'll start putting some content together with a new perk, the new field upgrade. I'm almost completed Plague Diamond for the launchers, so adding that sort of gameplay into it as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well. Leave your comments down below as well. football season and stuff like that. What did you guys think is going to happen? What are your predictions and stuff like that? Who's going where? Who knows what? And as always, I will speak to you in the next video, guys. Peace.
Where are you?